Hello, dear friends. It seems that human law must be distinguished from divine law, as Baruch Spinoza said. Opinion piece. Universal law. Accountability. Lessons will increase. Golden age of knowledge. Denial is not an option. Chaos is part of healing. Prepare for many falling idols. Let's start. James Gilliland says the universal law is coming. That is one of the reasons why so many ships are being sunk worldwide. There will be a series of solar flares, followed by coronal mass ejections. This is a gift. Use these times wisely. It will not go well for those who are fearful, guilt-ridden, and divisive, along with their empires and agencies. The fear, shame, and guilt will be too much to bear. Others who are not in alignment with universal law will experience almost instantaneous karma, for time is accelerating, and the reaction to their actions will come quickly. Denial is not an option. The lessons will increase exponentially in severity. Everything that is not based on universal law will be dismantled. This is not years in the future, but will come very quickly. The chaos you are seeing now is the healing process. What was once hidden is being revealed. All will be seen for what they are, for their true nature and motive. Be prepared for many idols to fall. Many are already gone. Definition. Divine universal law refers to a cosmic law that governs the universe and everything in it. This law is of divine origin and is applicable to all things in the universe, including human beings. Universal law states that everything we put into the universe, whether good or bad, has a corresponding consequence or response. In other words, our actions, thoughts, and emotions have an effect on our environment and our lives. This law is also known as the law of cause and effect or the law of karma. According to this belief, the actions we take in the present determine our future and our spiritual evolution. In short, it is a cosmic law of divine origin that governs the universe and our lives, and states that our actions, thoughts, and emotions have an effect on the world around us and on our own spiritual evolution. Accountability. At certain points in humankind's history, there have been moments of accountability when actions and decisions taken by individuals and societies have been evaluated and measures taken to correct mistakes or injustices. The old system has to transform or collapse. Your dependence on the old system will determine your fate. We are entering a time of personal responsibility, a time of accountability. It's time for forgiveness of self and others, a time to let go of the past and make your own personal connection with God Creator, Great Spirit. It matters not culture, faith, or religion. There is no division in God, only the divisions created by religious interpretations of divine messages over time. Was Jesus a Christian? Was Buddha a Buddhist? Was Muhammad a Muslim? Religions followed after. There are no intermediaries to make your own personal connection with God for you, because it is strictly personal and non-transferable. Those who preach fear, guilt, unworthiness, and disunity are the dividers. It is time to transcend all cultural and religious boundaries, for unity consciousness is the goal. You are not just a body and a personality. You are a soul and a spirit, and that spirit is multidimensional in expanded states of consciousness on the way back to source. We are all family in spirit, born from the same Creator. It is time to behave accordingly. It is said that the only reason we have personal problems is because we think we are persons. We are so much more, and when you understand this, the divisions and most of your problems disappear. Avenues are being created to free the unjustly imprisoned. Arrests are coming for those who unjustly imprisoned people. Things will move very quickly. The energy to right these wrongs is unstoppable. May courage accompany you to do what you know is right in your heart. Reset News. The Storm Rider says that after a mile-long fake UFO makes its appearance, there comes real revelation on a golden age of knowledge and a time when humankind will transform the world into things only dreams could have created. Goldilocks says a tidal wave is coming. We are entering the final phase of integration into the quantum financial system. We are about to experience a technical event resulting from the replacement of one computer system with another, which will cause markets to collapse. At that point, there will be digital regulation and a huge transfer of wealth. Artificial intelligence will take over the markets. Consumer sentiment is moving towards gold. This is about 70% of the market. Consumers are starting to show more interest in gold assets and gold itself than ever before. We are experiencing the initial stages of mass adoptions in the new gold asset-backed economy. Katis the C3 said, "It is a matter of awakening people, because now it is about taking the souls of the demons. When we ascend to divine frequencies, the demons will no longer have the humankind to build their matrix for them." According to Logan B, if there are still too many souls who do not want ascension, that is a soul's free will choice, and there is absolutely nothing we can do about it. We have been told since 2012 that they would be relocated elsewhere if a soul doesn't want their avatar to have RV, Gisra or Ascension, because those who want the destruction of this world will not be allowed to stay here and achieve it. Logan B believes this will happen in August 2025 if ascension doesn't happen before them. Cornet. Twitter will implode and all information will be exposed. When the White Hats captured Twitter, they installed software, servers and hidden backdoors in the systems. One Sabin said that although it may not seem like it to most players, the reality is that it is only a matter of time. They are cornered. If they are wearing a medical boot that hides any ankle tracker, they are possibly smiling because they're still alive in exchange for information and having a role in the movie. RFK Jr. said, in quotes, "You should be aware that you will be subject to an avalanche of defamation and attacks before you are speaking out against the interests of the most powerful elite in existence. I am already under an avalanche of attacks and have been for many years. I don't mind the attacks. Censorship is frustrating because you can't respond to the attacks. If you ask me personally how I deal with it, I feel I have to stay in a spiritual place. Everything I do has to come from that place. If I do that, if I manage to maintain that connection, then anything lasting, enduring, or important that I do will come from that place, and I am kind of invulnerable there. Then, the only things that's going to hurt me is if I leave that place and start doing things that are self-interested and selfish. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.